Holiday season is about to wrap up. Dry January is about to begin, and when we look at trends, the sober curious movement continues to grow. I'm going to get to some Dry January tips for success in a moment, but first be sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. According to the Google Trends report for 2022, searches this year for sobriety and non-alcoholic drinks have been on the rise. Simply put, drinking alcohol is losing its cool factor. And I do put it that way on purpose because we know alcohol has been so glorified through all the media you consume, whether it's songs you can think of, movies you've watched, even on morning television. Trust me, speaking from experience, I used to be the person on morning television quite literally promoting you at 7 a.m. to grab a cocktail. When we look at people that aren't necessarily an alcoholic, but have overindulged on occasion, what happens when you wake up the next day? I'll tell you, you realize you poisoned yourself. You quite literally poisoned yourself. You're throwing up, your head hurts, you aren't able to think clearly, anxiety can occur for people. So when we talk about this from the sphere of wellness, I think we can safely agree that alcohol isn't really the pillar of wellness. And for the sober curious movement, Dry January is a great way to dip your toe in and see if this is something that you want to explore further. So I have 5 tips for you to help you along for dry or dry-ish January. Tip number 1, communicate with people that you do plan to take this on. Now, oftentimes if it comes to goal setting, I would tell you, don't tell people about the goal because it can actually signal your brain with that same impact like you accomplished the goal. It's that same feeling of satisfaction. However, when it comes to Dry January, it's really important to communicate to loved ones and friends because they can help build a supportive environment for you. Tip number 2, get ready for the naysayers. There's a funny thing that happens when we decide to do almost anything for personal growth around somebody that maybe isn't seeking that same growth for themselves. And it's that they may have a negative reaction to it. It's the person that says, come on, it's gonna be fun. Come on, just have a drink. And yes, I'm a woman in my mid-30s. That still happens when I choose not to drink. It's a strange phenomenon that it makes other people feel uncomfortable for you. Let's just put it this way. I'm not drinking is a complete sentence. Number 3, plan ahead before you go out. Now, the good news is this has never been easier. There are so many alcohol-free alternatives that are coming to market. We've got the big wig companies and tons of boutique companies that are coming up with non-alcoholic beers, mocktails, really delicious bubblies, lemonade. So your choices now, especially when you go out to bars and restaurants, has really improved. I've found exponential growth even in the last couple of years. A lot of craft breweries have impressed me because they'll have special accommodations on tap, but plan ahead because if you're going to a house party, something might surprise you. You may feel uncomfortable not holding a drink in your hand. This is purely a habit-based issue, so a great solution, pour whatever drink that you're having as your alternative into a wine glass or get your sparkling water in a can that's shaped like a beer. It's these little mind tricks that will help you break up with any habitual drinking tendencies that you have. Number 4, remove your temptations out of your environment. Now, you could have a full bar set up and you're like, okay, that's a lot of work to actually move everything. If you aren't physically able to remove the alcohol from your environment, just put a little note, a reminder to yourself of why you've set this goal in the first place. That note to self may just be the step or the mediator between you reaching your goal and not reaching your goal because it makes your mind think, why? I'm building an awareness. Why am I still reaching for this for myself? Number 5, most importantly, be kind to yourself. It is amazing that you're setting out on this goal in the first place and maybe going completely sober for 31 days out of the gate, cold turkey, is a big ask. Perhaps you shift the mindset to, I'm not going to drink during the week and just do it on weekends. Maybe that's a little bit too big of a step out of the gate and you're like, I'm going to take my consumption down from multiple drinks each night to just 1. Find little ways to take steps toward the goal you're trying to obtain. And if you are going completely dry for the 31 days and you happen to have a slip, be kind to yourself. Maybe build an awareness as to why that happened for yourself. Just be kind and know the next day is a new day. On that note, I do have alcoholics in my family, and I understand, number one, cold turkey stop drinking if you're a heavy drinker is actually very dangerous for a lot of people. So if you are finding yourself in that avenue, be sure to reach out for the appropriate help to do a detox. And just know, if you are someone in that camp, there are so many resources out there that are available. There is no shame in reaching out for help. It is actually one of the most courageous things that you can do for yourself. And my last little bonus tip is to engage with the Dry January community. In 2022, 1 in 5 adults were taking part in Dry January. You are not alone on this quest. Everyone may encounter those days where there's more temptation than others, and there is power in having a supportive community. It's just like when you're starting a new gym routine, a new nutrition routine, any other pillar of wellness. When you build out and find like-minded people that are on the mission, it can help provide you motivation on the days you don't feel like it, discipline to get up the next day and build this habit for yourself. There's a lot to be gained in that power of community. You've just watched the All Things Fitness and Wellness Trends for 2023 series, brought to you by Fitness World. Your fitness, your way. Visit fitnessworld.ca. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We have new podcast episodes weekly. We're on a mission for everyone to live a life fit and well.